I'm Lou.
I'm Cindy.
And we run a coffee shop / yarn store / bookstore in Dawson Creek, BC, Canada. And
this is Faking Sanity.
This is Faking Sanity.
Yes, we do fake sanity every day.
Yeah. And this is our knitting-ish podcast.
Knitting and stuff podcast.
Yeah.
You got your spinning, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, bit of spinning this time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just start with FOs right away?
Yeah.
She's got a cool one.
I got an FO. I got some FO. I just started it this week. Technically, I got 2 FOs, but I only have a picture of the other one, so.
Yeah.
I need a haircut. But my pretty hat.
It looks very nice.
It is, the yarn is by a local dyer.
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful Yarns. Wow, my brain just went.
Yes,
yeah.
Peaceful Yarns.
Peaceful Yarns. It's Janet. It's just Janet. This is her Delightful DK. It's a new base for her. And I haven't blocked this. That's why it kind of whoops at the end. It won't do that.
Great stitch definition.
It really does. Delightful DK is the base. And it's like 75 merino, 25% nylon. And this is color blue jeans. And I really like it. I mean, she dyed it for me because she knew I'd like blue. But yeah, and the pattern is Ramble by the Blue Brick, which is a really cute little hat. I really enjoyed knitting it.
Yeah,
as you can see, the ends haven't been... I wove them in, but I wasn't sure if they were going to be long enough. I want to block them before I cut them, so... But yeah.
Very nice pattern.
It is.
Looks nice in that yarn. That's going to look great on you.
Yeah. And Janet gave me the yarn so that I could knit her up something, so she'd have pictures for her website.
Yeah.
Because she's just getting her website ready. She does great dyeing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and she's local to us.
Very
I
cute.
think once I block it, it'll have a bit of a slouch.
Yeah, on me it would definitely be a slouchy hat.
Yeah, I did it exactly according to pattern, which I don't normally. I always change something. So, yeah.
It's cute.
I like it. What's your FO?
Well, if we're doing headwear...
Yes, definitely.
My FO is the Purpurium Cardigan.
She was doing this earlier and I took a picture, but...
we were having a silly get-together with a friend,
yes.
and it was lovely, and I was being silly because I was so excited about it. So this is the Purpurium Cardigan by Kelly Van Niekerk. And it's going to be a shop sample. I showed this before. It was nearly done. I just didn't have buttons on it because I had misjudged the size. But this is a shop sample of my Compassion DK. It's a 85% merino, 15% Donegal tweed.
The tweeds in this are so cool.
Yeah, they don't come across quite as much in the camera.
They're really nice.
But
they totally do.
Quite a lot of tweed.
That's tweed. Yes.
And then they're just
so
some coconut shell buttons. So I've got to block it. I've got to block it because the bottom rolls up a bit, but I'm super pleased. It's so
I want to wear it
squishy.
as a hat.
Are you?
I like it.
You should put one of those head pom-poms, like the toy head pom-poms, and then you'd be like a little puppy with a head. Yeah.
I like it. We're crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really pleased with it. Baby stuff is so quick.
Yes.
It's like, wow, this is a
Baby
fast.
stuff is awesome.
I did it in a week, and then it sat around for 4 while I waited to sew on buttons.
Yeah.
But I will block it now, and it'll be up
really
in the shop.
Cute.
Unfortunately, I don't have that colorway anymore because somebody bought it all.
You'll dye it again.
I need to dye it again.
Dye it again.
Yeah, I need to dye it again. Next weekend is this coming weekend is a hockey game that we're really excited about, but the one after that is the Fiberfest in Prince George, the Playing with Strings Fiberfest. So Cindy's going to go down. I'll stay here and run the shop, and Cindy's going to go down with a bunch of our yarns. So she'll be bringing some of this stuff down with her. So yeah, gotta dye some more.
It's a small little one, but it's great. Hippie Strings is coming.
Yeah,
and that yarn habit.
Yeah, a couple of new people this year.
So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And I don't get to go. I have to work.
You could come if you wanted, but you didn't want to close the store.
No, you said it was only worthwhile if we stayed open.
She didn't want to close the store.
I'm very sad.
Whatever.
I'm not sad about not doing the drive. I'm a very nervous passenger, And
I am not sad about not doing the drive with her.
But I have car riding drugs.
Car riding drugs.
We had a bad accident, and the Pine Pass
even a bad accident.
is the car rolled 3 times. It was a bad accident.
We were all fine, so it wasn't a bad accident.
But anyway, I'm a little nervous on the roads since then.
But
so the drive between here and Prince George was a little terrifying. And then on the way back last year, a speaker in her car that hadn't worked for 3 years all of a sudden came back on, but with like
ow
sounds. And
didn't sound like that at all, but okay.
no, but
we
just
had
as
no clue what it
terrifying.
was.
And we had just pulled out of like Mackenzie Station. Is that what it's
Junction.
called? Mackenzie Junction.
Yeah.
And so there's like from there onwards, there's a whole stretch with like not a single pull out or turn around. And
So for a whole 5 minutes.
it was a half hour.
It
I
was 5
swear.
minutes. We listened to it, and then I pulled over, and as soon as she opened the door, we realized it was a speaker because
Yeah.
it moved with the door.
Yeah.
But
I never felt so relieved in my life. But I'm not sad about missing that drive.
No. I'm going with Rebecca, so that should be hopefully a much better drive.
Yeah.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's going to go down to Prince George with Cindy for the Fiberfest. And I'll stay here and work.
Hey, I'll be working more than you will. You'll be having days off, so suck it.
Yeah, I will have a day off that she won't get.
So, since I already showed these, this will be my next thing I talk about.
Yeah.
They're little feeties for Bon Bon.
Bon Bon is a bunny.
So, I made one already, but I already gave him away.
Bon Bon da Bun Bun.
He's just modeling with my Coke can just to show off the size.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. Oh, and that shows off the tail as well, which is just adorable.
The little white fluff is not attached with the blue yarn. It's attached to the bunny.
Blue yarn? Oh, the picture behind it. Yeah. Anyway, it's really cute. So I am starting a second one. It's Bon Bon by Susan Cladino Aguilar. I'm like, I've always heard of
Say
her
it in English.
I've always heard of as Susan Cladino because Bakery Bears talk about her a lot. But yeah. Anyway, and the first one I did in Luette Gems. This one is in Red Heart acrylic. She's terrible. I was like, look, little feeties, and she was like, they look like balls. I'm like,
oh. I was in bed, half asleep, and she dangled them over my head.
They're so cute.
They are very cute. And it's an adorable
It
bunny.
is an
like
adorable
it's all
bunny.
floppy and the big floppy ears and the cute little nose. It's adorable. Yeah.
So that's an FO and a whip.
Oh, yeah. I don't have much.
You have another FO.
Do I?
Yes. You're spinning.
Oh, look at that. I do. I was like, no, I
She's
have
not
no
good at
other
this
FOs.
podcasting thing. Don't mind me. I'm not eating, really.
She bought these new cinnamon candies,
I got these mint.
and they're super strong. So like,
I really
all I
like
can
the
smell
little
is
tin. I want to use it for
notions.
notions. And I was like, and I'll eat the mints, whatever. They're really good cinnamon.
They're like double strength candy hearts.
Okay, show off your.
So this is some hand spun I did. I wanted to get some more hand spun to go down to the Fiberfest too. So this is 100% bamboo, and it's super drapey, like it just flops, and super shiny. I don't know if you can pick up on the shine if I put it really close.
Not really.
No, just looks matte. It's super shiny, not as much as silk, but
It
definitely.
looks shinier back here.
Yeah, this is actually more accurate. So
It's
yeah,
nice.
it's super drapey, super shiny. It's about 250 yards of Sport to DK in a low twist. So it'd be a good.
That's low twist.
Yes, that's very low twist for me.
Oh,
I
okay.
like, but I always liked super high twist yarns.
Yeah, I was just thinking this looked quite high twist.
No, it's less than 30%.
Okay. I thought it was 30 degrees.
Or less than 30 degrees, I mean.
Ha! I knew something about spinning.
You did.
I know nothing about spinning.
I really enjoy spinning this. I can't afford to spin silk, but it's kind of the closest. Comparison for synthetic. I've heard it described as biosynthetics. So they
Bamboo.
have yeah,
biosynthetic.
Because it's processed like a rayon, but with a starting point that's natural. Being bamboo.
Cool. So kind of like the milk yarns and the corn yarns.
Yeah. Because you can do
cool yarns.
you can do bamboo, bass bamboo, which is like spinning flax. Like it's the retted fiber, and it spins more like cotton or flax or hemp. But this is the shiny rayon bamboo.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Things you didn't know.
It's super fun. It's super slick. It's very staticky. I got some in my mouth a few times, which was not pleasant. But I really like spinning bamboo. And I've got a bit more, so I'll probably spin another one later. But,
cool.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a basic, like, 2-ply worsted spin, because that's my default, and I love it.
Apparently, I am going for bunnies.
Bunnies!
This is crochet corner to corner. It's a pillow sham, but it's a bit smaller.
Must be bunnies.
It's a bit smaller than it was supposed to be because I crocheted too tight.
What's with all the carrots? What did they need such good eyesight
She's
for?
quoting
Anyway,
the Buffy musical episode from
I bet
like
3 or 4 people are rolling their eyes and 3 or 4 people are
I'm
laughing
like,
right now.
I get that reference. It must be bunnies. Anyway, so it's supposed to be this on the front with.
Can't you picture Anya in this one?
with
In her terrifying Halloween costume.
with
Tails. Pom
yes, pom pom tails. But I'm not gonna put them on because I hate pom poms. But and then the back is supposed to be just solid, but I'm making it for Dano, and I'm actually doing the same on the front and the back. And then she's gonna put tails on one side and faces on the other side.
She is thrilled.
She is a bunny. She's getting a little bunny shrine apparently.
Yes.
Because she has a bunny and she really loves her bunny, and so everybody gives her bunny stuff. So,
she loves her bunny. She
this.
calls it her son's brother.
The pattern is Crochet Corner to Corner Bunny Pillow Sham by, Repeat Crafter Me is I think her name is Sarah.
That's her blog name.
Yeah, it's on a blog. It's great. Okay, so it's so cool what you can do with corner to corner crochet.
She's been obsessed with this.
I have been obsessed with this. I've been finding all sorts of like cross stitch patterns that I can do out of corner to corner crochet. So it's fabulous. You can do all sorts of fun things with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's out of Brava yarn from Knit Picks, which
because she's also been obsessed with that.
I got a couple more boxes of it. No, I had some projects in mind using this corner to corner, so I got some yarn for them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But your mom's still gonna kill you when she watches this.
No, Dano told her. She told my mom that I bought more yarn.
Told on you.
She told on me. I'm 41 and my mom still gets mad at me for spending my money.
But just how you spend it, because it's not like you spend a lot of money. We spend very little money.
Except on yarn.
We eat out and we buy yarn.
We eat out at McDonald's off the value menu.
Yes, but
we buy
eat
yarn.
out and we buy yarn.
Yeah, and fiber. Fiber for you.
Oh, speaking of which, if that's the end of your... It's not a whip, but speaking of buying stuff, I bought some fiber for the store. And I love this. I've spun it before, and I wanted to just get something...
so she nabbled it for herself.
So I nabbled that one for myself instead. It's this beautiful vertically blended red 21 micron merino. And when you spin it up, it makes this beautiful sort of heathered looking red. And it's so hard to find nice red fiber. Like it's too orangey, or it's too light, or it's too pink. And this is like the perfect red for me once it's blended.
Yeah,
like once
because
it's spun.
This stuff looks too orangey. Yeah. And this is much more burgundy, but when you put them together...
It's perfect. Yeah. It's perfect. I've spun it before and I absolutely loved it. And this is from Apple Oak Fiberworks on Etsy. She used to be in New Zealand or Australia, I think, but she's in Ireland now. And she's discontinuing some of her fibers, so I was buying some stuff for the store and for myself. And I, just decided to keep this bag for me. So I'm going to get some lovely, lovely red yarn.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to spin that next?
Yes. Yeah, my wheel is empty right now, so. Or I might try some on the mini spinner. I've been playing a little.
What else do I have? Well, keeping in the acrylic vein, I felt so bad because I was like, everything I have for the podcast is in acrylic. But, oh well.
It's okay, mine isn't.
I've been liking it lately. This, I'm still working on this. It's getting longer.
It is. It's big enough to cover the screen now.
I really like it.
Yeah.
It's the it's my alphabet stripes blanket, but it is the Granny Stripes by Lucy of Attic 24. And
You're covered in fuzz.
Fuzz.
She was knitting on this earlier. Crocheting, yes.
And it's out of the Brava mini sets, so it's 24 colors of 5 grams each. And I'm going into the second one right now, and I have 3 of them, so I'm really thrilled. It'll be for me, because I've knit 2 of these already and gave them away.
Yes, I have one on my bed. It's lovely.
Yeah,
not in this color. Mine is grays and purples and blues.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else have you been knitting?
My other knit, well, I've been playing around with the design course that I talked about.
Did you talk about it?
And on the last podcast, I had just gotten it and was like watching some of the intro videos and stuff, and it's really cool. But I've been playing around some more, and I had a few ideas I wanted to get down, and the hat I was working on, I didn't love the idea how it was working out, so I ended up switching to a different gear when one of our knitting instructors came in and said she'd love to do another class for the fall. And we have a few people who want to do a class that's not just technique based, but project based. So we thought we'd do have her teach a cable class that's a cabled cowl, and then at the end you get the cowl. So she said she's traveling this week, so she just said, find a pattern, pick it, and let me know, and then I'll knit it up so that I have a sample and have gone through the pattern. But when I was looking at a lot of the patterns that I know are well written, like designers that are well written, they almost all of them had a big section of rib or seed stitch or garter or something at the base. And for the class, we wanted to be able to get right into it because it's just a 1-session class. So I decided to play around with my stitching software and started a cowl. So this has had a few iterations. Some I thought were too complex for a beginner cowl pattern, and some I just didn't love knitting, so I changed it. But this is just the beginning of a new project that'll be done shortly, and it's going to be called the Cross Training Cowl, and it'll probably be the first one I put up on Ravelry. It'll just be a free one that we can use for classes, but just some simple, it has some 2-stitch right crosses and then some 2x2 4-stitch left cross cables. So,
and that's all?
Yeah, it just repeats like 3 panels of that with stockinette in between. So it's nice and simple. The class is covering knitting in the round as well.
Yeah, learning knitting in the round.
So it's
cables.
Got a couple of rounds at the beginning just to get used to that, and then the cabling starts on like round 3. So it'll be a fairly quick one, and I'm knitting it out of Cascade Echo or Echo Plus. It's the dyed one. I love this yarn. I did a swatch the other night just to see what gauge I'd get to figure out how many stitches I needed to do to have the size of cowl I wanted. And once I washed the swatch and blocked it, I was like, oh my god, why haven't I knit with this recently? I love this yarn. And we have it in the store. Not much of it, granted, right now, but
so we ordered some more. Sorry, I just got a text message asking if one of our staff can get it into the store, so she probably won't come on the camera because she's shy. Kim.
Anyway, yeah, so this will be a cabled cowl. I think
she's here.
I'll be back. It's just a little simple twist with a wider cable in the middle, and the panel repeats 3 times. But yeah, that'll probably be up on Ravelry in a month or so. I'll knit up my copy, and then Jocelyn will test it for me before the class, but that'll be it. And I think I'm just going to pause here for a second and we'll come back.
I'm back.
Oh, wow. That was really quick.
She was literally standing outside the door texting me. Okay.
Everybody say hi.
No, she's gone.
To the afraid of the camera
Invisible
staff member.
I asked if she wanted to be on the podcast, but she was like, no.
We love our staff.
Yeah.
We absolutely love them. They're fabulous. So, it's kind of funny, but we have a lot of staff that come in while we're asked to come in when they're not working, or but like your sister comes in to she stays stuff after her shift, and she comes in when she has a day off sometimes, and
Okay,
cool.
So I'm
just going to keep knitting now that I've
I will
talked
after
this.
Is these socks again. They're going slow.
They're your mommy socks.
They're my socks for my mommy. And it's Hermione's Everyday Sock by Erica Luder. Yes, I can't talk today, apparently.
Nah.
I've just been adding A's on the end of everything. I'm apparently very Canadian today, eh?
That didn't sound very Canadian
I know it didn't.
at all.
I know it didn't. Shut up. The yarn is Prolana Golden Sock Stretch Tannheim 6.
And it makes 2 identical gradient socks.
Yeah, they're just really, really barely gradient, at least for this colorway. So it goes from like this color green to, well, it's now going into like a lighter
yellowy
green. So, but it's really nice.
Kind of like celery heart green.
Yeah, I really like this yarn.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the German sock yarns are much nicer than they used to be. Like, I always used to knit with just German sock yarns for socks because I'm so hard on my socks. But some of them have gotten a lot nicer while still retaining that super hard wearing quality lately.
And we got some really pretty ones in the last batch we got, and I so wanted to take some home. But I'm resisting because I bought 2 boxes of knit picks, 3 boxes of knit picks.
You have a little bit of a stash issue problem.
I have a bit of yarn.
When the orders came in, she had to leave them at the store because there was no place to bring them home to. So she had to bring one home,
had to clean my
make
room.
space for it. Yeah. And then the next, like, a couple days later, she brought one more box home and made space for it.
But yeah, so these are my sockies for my mommy.
She's gonna love those.
She requested socks.
I know.
It's shocking.
I thought that was really funny. She was always like, knit socks. And
I'm always trying to knit her stuff. And she's like, I really don't need any more hats or scarves.
But she's really enjoyed the knit socks. Yeah. This year especially. She seems to be wearing them a lot.
Yeah, well, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when it's not broiling, it's cold. There's not been a happy medium this summer.
It's been lovely. It's been cool and
You can turn
rainy.
on the light.
It's been cool and rainy all summer, and it's fabulous.
It's really okay. It won't make any difference to us. Ugh, okay. Yeah. Socks. So what else do you have? You have that?
The last thing I have is my Overlander Shawl, which is progressing slowly, but it's progressing. I've been playing
many mistakes.
I've been playing a lot with the software and have charts for a couple of designs. So this is my Overlander so far.
What's wrong with your voice?
I don't know. I got a frog in my throat. It's because I'm French. I just got an eye roll from Kim. So this is the Overlander. The yarn is, the green is, Faking Sanity Fixation, which is kind of a heavy fingering sport weight yarn.
No, it's Determination.
Oh, it's Determination. You're right. I put it in wrong in my project.
You should fix that.
In either Green Eggs and Ham or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We have none left of either, and I can't check which ones, but they were both sort of this warm green
I'm pretty
color.
sure that's the Grinch.
I think it's the Grinch.
Because it looks Grinchy.
But it's one of the two. And then the purpley yarn here, which has olives in it as well, is Earth Yarns Merino Sock. And
URTH, Earth.
Yeah. It's a little bit thinner than the Determination.
Well, the Determination is a sport.
Yeah, and this is a quite thin fingering, but it's super soft.
It looks really
great
good
for shawls. And it's, so you can see it's got some bits of the olivey green that are picking up this color. And then this is just a section that pooled really badly, but then it's got this almost ultraviolet purple in it too. So, and then I accidentally stockinetted this part. I think I had mentioned that the last time.
Yes, you did.
So I'm just getting into another section of garter rib, and the
Garter rib?
garter
ridges?
Garter ridges.
Okay, I was like, how do you garter rib?
There are garter ribs. Anyway, as soon as I'm done this section, there's a burlap, and then there's a section that does this with the garter stripes, garter solid, garter stripes again. So I'm going to do it in stockinette
again, just to
so that it looks intentional and matches. And then I am, well, I'm on my way. It's getting there. I have a little bit less yardage of the green, so I don't know if I'll be able to finish the pattern, but
it'll look great no matter what.
I'm thrilled with how it looks.
Yeah,
like
it's so funny. It was one of those patterns that the pictures of it in the pattern
didn't grab me. Yeah.
But then once I started seeing more different ones, it was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Like I decided to do this just so we could knit it with Rebecca.
Yeah.
Not because it grabbed me, but I'm really enjoying it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it is such a fun pattern to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's always changing, like always changing. I think the longest stretch of any one thing is 12 rows. No, 16.
Yeah.
16. But
excuse
the
me.
rows are pretty short because it's an asymmetrical triangle. So like I'm still only, I don't know, 80 stitches, 90 stitches wide at this point. So I think about 90, but it'll be lovely. I don't know that it's color that will look good on me, but it'll be a shop sample.
I think it'll look fine.
Well, and it'll be a shop sample first for a while.
Yeah, but even if it was all this green, it would not look good. But with the other, I think it will.
Yeah.
I think it'll suit you just fine.
And if I have leftover of the purple, because I know I won't have leftover the green, I'll either lengthen the shawl a bit, or I will make myself a hat out of it because it's really nice.
And we have more of it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both yarns we sell, so I wasn't sure what I wanted to knit, so it seemed like a good chance to do a shop sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
We do a lot of shop samples.
Well,
we do things that we want to do. Yeah.
We keep having people ask if they can have them, so we've given some away, and some we've sold if they're ones that you're allowed to sell. But yeah, it's a fun knit.
I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. And now I'll be focusing on this to finish it up and send the pattern to get tech edited and send it to Jocelyn. So yeah, and then we had our first spinning class at the store yesterday, which was a lot of fun.
I would have gone further before I did a cable cross.
Yeah, I skipped a row because it was the 4th time I did it. I just skipped the first 2 setup rows.
Okay. Oh, you crossed right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like it
just because this was just to test the pattern, not.
Mm-hmm. But you don't want to have it for the final one?
No, I'll have it like I wrote it. The 3rd row, you get.
But you're gonna knit it again?
Yeah. I just want to get through one repeat to check that it's okay.
And then
I'll finish the pattern and
And I can test knit for you.
Yeah. I have an Apple message coming up about a software update, and I think you can't see that, but I'm going to swipe it away.
No, they can't.
No, okay.
But you can swipe it away.
That's okay. I think
that's all our knitting.
That's it for knitting.
Yeah. Oh, though we have some news. So we have
fun news.
We haven't commented on our Alaska Highway Cal in a while, just because everybody was adding to it and it was cool, and we had lots of other things.
Thanks for everybody who's playing along and adding stuff to Ravelry.
We are almost there. We're almost to Watson Lake, which is where we're going to stop, because that's 978 kilometers.
That's to the next province.
Which is, to a territory. We're in a province. Right above us is a territory.
It's across the border.
Yes. Okay, so we're at 918.2 kilometers. We just passed the Contact Creek Rest Point, which is actually really cool because it's where, so Alaska Highway was built during World War II to connect mainland America to Alaska, and it came right up through here.
Continental U.S.
Continental, whatever. Oh yeah, I guess, anyway. Alaska's still on the continent.
Yes, but they call it a continent.
I know,
in the US.
but why?
Yeah.
Alaska's still on the continent. But anyway, so Dawson Creek, where we are, is technically mile 0 of the Alaska Highway, though Fort St. John will argue with us, but we have the mile 0 post. So
we do have a mile 0
We
post.
are mile 0 of the Alaska Highway. But anyway, so a whole bunch of U.S. Army engineers and workers came up through here, and they started... Well, they kind of started between Fort St. John and Dawson Creek and built towards each other. But then they started going north. And then there was a whole bunch that started building south from Alaska. And at Contact Creek is where they met. And so it was basically the completion point of the highway.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Where they made contact, where the two teams contacted each other.
Contact Creek. So on September...
it could have been another type of contact, like Star Trek-y first contact thing.
Well, it was. So on September 24th, 1942, the U.S. Army engineers met there.
Yeah. That's cool.
And at that
now
point,
we're there.
At that point, it was called the Alcan Highway or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alaska Canada Highway. Anyway, it's well, the part in Canada is all owned by Canada now, but yeah, it was built by U.S. Army. So it's the history up here.
Yeah.
And if you've heard about it in the news in the last month or so, it's because people got murdered on it.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't happen a lot, promise. Well, anyway.
That was a really horrible
way to put
segue.
It? Oh, come on.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was an international story, which doesn't normally happen about anything in northern BC.
No, it was really sad.
It was. But yeah, so we are 60 kilometers from Watson Lake, which should take us no time at all, because I've seen how fast you guys knit.
Well, and neither of us have put in any of our projects.
I've put in some, but I have a lot I could enter.
Like, I've got a lot. A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
Anyway, so yeah. So next podcast, we should be...
Say it with a straight face.
We will be pulling... be doing a prize draw for... we'll be doing a prize draw for anyone who took part. You're such a dork. And we'll have some big prize. I'm not sure what yet. We have a few things in mind.
We have a few things already set aside.
Mm-hmm. So. And then, that means that we have to get... we have another Mal. I was going to say Cal.
Yeah.
A make-along.
Yeah.
Coming when that one is done.
Mm-hmm.
So we have an idea we really like, and hopefully you guys will too.
Yeah.
And we try to make
fun.
it very inclusive. We don't want to say, we're doing this pattern or this yarn or whatever, because we have lots of people who spin, and we have lots of people who crochet, and we have lots of people who knit, and
we always try to have a few ways you can participate. So the new one will be two, but it'll be a very different concept and a much smaller
you mean shorter
time frame.
Yes,
like it'll be easy to have a completion and winners.
Well,
before.
it'll be a not longer than the Alaska Cal, because we've been doing that for like 2 years.
2 years.
More than. But yeah. But it was just so cool. Really, I thought we'd be lucky if we hit like the Kaskatna Bridge, which is about 20 clicks.
Yeah. And we made it all the way to the Northwest Territories.
Yeah.
Or will have.
No, Yukon.
Yukon.
We don't go into the Northwest Territories.
We took a wrong turn.
yes, very much so. And actually, we're at the point of the highway where it kind of goes back and forth over the border 7 times.
It crosses 7 times.
Yeah. So, Watson Lake is where we're officially into
across the border and no longer coming into BC. But it's been so much fun.
It has been.
And we've really loved seeing all of your projects. It's been so cool. I've added so many things to my wish list and queue. And
it's been very cool. Yeah. So I've got to add a few things. But I think we will be done next time. I'm sure we'll be done. 60 kilometers, that's nothing.
Yeah.
If I knit all my acrylic, I'll be there. Crocheting
on a yarn buying spree lately. It's
really
so funny.
Because before that I bought some Alison Barnes, and I bought some Ginger Snap, and I bought some Black Cat, and I bought some Peaceful yarns. Yeah. And I have a
skein of
lot of
hers
yarn.
on in it too.
I have a lot of yarn.
I just don't knit fast enough. I've got it.
Well, and I'm working on some massive projects, so I didn't bring it, but I'm working on
Oh,
this skirt that's going to take me forever. And
you've
a
seen the
day.
skirt.
Yes, you've
It's
seen
out
the
of the
skirt.
bamboo cotton blend that we have.
And it's lovely, but it's going to take me forever.
Yeah.
And I haven't actually worked on it at all in the last 3 weeks, which is why I didn't bring it.
You're bad.
I know.
Bad.
Yeah.
I
I made a list of all of the projects I either have on the go currently
Oh, you should have shown it.
or want to start soon. And it's like 39 items.
Yeah. And that's not counting any of the long-term whips, like
No.
that have been set aside and they're just
No.
unfinished, but they'll be
Yeah.
done later.
I mean, a few of them got put on. Like the Katie shawl. I finished it, but I haven't woven in the ends. Woven. I haven't woven in the ends or blocked it. So that's maybe my goal. Maybe I'll have to start up the Whip Lucky Dip again.
I think you should. Lots of people have asked.
I know. Crazy people. But yeah, if I'm going to be crocheting a whole bunch of acrylic,
You're going to need to block some stuff and weave in ends.
Yeah.
It'll be your reward for being able to do the... It's actually nice. It's been really cool. So it's nice to have a crochet blanket on your lap.
Yeah.
I pulled out my crocheted blanket to finish weaving in the second color the other day and realized I've cleaned my room since the last time I worked on it, which was like
yarn.
8 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the yarn got put away.
She laughs at me for doing this.
No, I know where it is. It's in the acrylic bin, but it got put away and it's no longer with the blanket. And I'd have to take down a stack of 6 bins to get to the acrylic one that's on the bottom.
So funny. I was helping her move stuff. And we took down we moved these bins and we put them back.
You talked about the yarn avalanche.
And the yarn avalanched on her. It was hilarious.
It was not so hilarious.
It was hilarious. There was like a squeal from her room.
Well, I was like, I couldn't really get up because if I moved, more would keep toppling. So I had to, anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so should we go on to Culture Consumed?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the end of the knitting part
Content?
of the podcast.
Yeah.
The yarny part.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're rude and don't like our Culture Consumed,
Be nice.
it's all right. You don't have to listen to this part. It's just us babbling about TV shows we've been watching.
And books.
Yeah.
And hockey. Often.
Yes, which reminds me that I have a book I was
random
gonna-
rabbit holes that those things take us on.
Yes, like Czech language or how much I want to go to Prague. Oh, one of our customers just came back from Prague and I was saying, I want to go there. And she's like, okay, Prague is awesome, but you have to go to this bone church that's like 20 minutes outside of Prague or an hour or whatever. And she's showing us all these pictures and it's so cool.
It was incredible.
So cool.
And like, it's a church made of bones and like the arches are made of
like
skulls
and stuff.
and like the artwork
creepy.
is all...
You'd think it'd be creepy, but it's actually beautiful.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I just had to bring
Very
up...
unusual though.
Okay. I had to bring up the book I was going to talk about.
I started reading a new book too.
Yeah, what one?
Raising Steam by Terry Pratchett.
Ah,
I
Terry
love
Pratchett.
the Moist Fun Lip things.
Have you not listened to that one before?
No.
Oh, I love them. And the guy who does the audiobooks is really good.
Oh yeah. I think the same guy does all of the
Pretty much, yeah.
Moist Fun Lip or most of the Terry Pratchett's.
Yeah.
The Discworld novels. Yeah, a good reader makes a big difference for an audiobook.
Yeah.
A huge difference. But I'm really enjoying it. It was so much fun. I put it on yesterday and was just knitting along and it's so, like, they're just silly and lovely and yeah. I love and Adorable and Moist are married now and they're just adorable together.
Adorable?
Yes.
So the audiobook that I've been listening to that I was going to mention, it's called Roommates by Tara Brown, and it's a this is
the one you were telling me about.
New adult. So it's basically like it's a new genre aimed at like 20 to 24.
If you went to church,
college
and career.
College age kids. They're kids. So, I'm a
kids.
bit out of the age range, but that's all right. I read a lot of kids' books too. But this one's really cute. It's called Roommates, and it's told from 2 points of view. And it's
Sorry.
A computer design, like graphic designer, who is moving out of home for the first time because she stayed at home while going to college to save money. And her friends set her up with a roommate in Hartford, and she thinks it's a girl, and it's actually a hockey player boy. And he, of course, he thinks that his new roommate is going to be a boy. And yeah, it's really cute. It's, romancy.
It sounds cute.
It's a lot like a teen book, but with more sex. Yeah. Anyway, it's cute.
Okay.
And we've been watching lots of TV.
Yes, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. became available and came on to Crave.
Yep.
So we've been watching that, and
Fitz is back.
It's super spoilery because most people have seen it already, but it's so cool to see characters that you hadn't seen in a while back, and like.
Yes, we mainlined the first 5 seasons, and then when we were like,
we've caught up.
Yeah, and then season 6 was playing, but we didn't want to pay for it.
Well, we pay for Crave. We just had to wait for it to come on.
We had to wait for it to come on Crave, so it finally did, and that happened this week. But until...
So we've watched 4 episodes of that so far?
We've watched 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or more. Yeah, so
it's lovely. Like, I am
really
not into the superhero movie thing, even after watching
Captain America.
No, the Peggy.
Oh, Agent Carter
TV show that was a spin-off of Captain America, and even after watching the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., she made me watch Captain America, and I was like, it was fine.
You should watch the other Captain Americas. They're better anyway.
But I really like the TV show.
I do really like. I mean, I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter better than the movies.
Me too.
But yeah.
Because
it has more time to have, minor characters and character development. And plus, Agent Carter has a kick-ass woman.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has quite a few kick-ass women.
Yes.
In different ways. But, yeah.
We watched lots of Atlantis, too.
Yeah, we've been watching Stargate Atlantis. So we are now officially way past where I had watched to.
Oh, yeah, because you hadn't watched any of the 3rd season, hey?
No, I'd watched probably about the first half of the 3rd season. I even owned the 3rd season.
I know, that's just crazy.
I hadn't finished watching it. I don't know. I was so into Stargate Atlantis, and then I just kind of
went out.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, by then you had been watching, like, Stargate for 10 years.
Well, no, I hadn't, because I did not start Stargate when it started.
Oh.
I remember you were watching some kind of marathon of Stargate SG-1.
Oh, yeah,
and I was like,
mocking me.
Who's the dude with the thing on his forehead? And
it's Teal'c.
I know.
He's awesome.
And then you got me into it, and then, I watched all the Stargate up to that point.
Yeah.
But then Atlantis took over.
Hi. She needs a key.
Oh.
Staff are asking to leave.
No, she's letting her sister in.
Yeah, but Stargate Atlantis, super fun. And now I've convinced her to watch Stargate Universe. We just have to, once we are caught up on these shows.
And then one day we couldn't get Atlantis to work for us because we're watching it off a friend's
Plex
server. And so instead we watched Librarians.
Right.
Which is so ridiculous.
We actually watched
season 2.
No, the other one with the teacher.
The other
with
one
Rebecca. What did we watch?
Oh, Relic Hunter. We watched some Relic Hunter.
We watched Relic Hunter with Rebecca, and then that made me just remember Librarians because they're both that cheesy, Indiana Jones-ish, but cheesier.
Yeah.
So we watched like a season of Relic Hunter, and then we watched a couple of seasons of
the round one.
A couple of seasons of.
I'm gonna go let them in.
we have a secret door. You have to use the right key, and there's a lot of keys on my keychain. But yeah, we've watched so much TV, but we're really excited. This week we just bought tickets. There's a World Junior A hockey tournament coming to Dawson this winter. And so we just bought the package so that we can watch like 9 games during the tournament, since we're closed
So
on Mondays
apparently
now.
she was letting in my sister, not her sister.
Ah.
They had issues with the lock.
She
Actually,
has her own key.
she forgot her key.
Oh. Like, why did she need help getting it?
Yeah, you know, our staff don't come in when we're closed. No.
Because they love us.
Yeah, so you were talking about hockey?
Yes, I was saying we just bought the package. So we're going to catch like 9 games of not the best kids in the world at 18. It's kind of the level below.
Yeah.
But it's super fun. We watched the
Juniors. We watched
World
the
under 18s.
Under 17s.
Under 17s the year before.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. So this is going to be great.
Yeah.
And then it included a ticket to a game this coming weekend that's between the 2 junior teams near here, the Edmonton Oil Kings and the Prince George Cougars.
So they're coming here to do some exhibition games
Yeah.
to raise money for our hospital, which is cool.
Yeah.
So
And they're going to be
going.
reading, if you're near Dawson and want to hear a hockey player read, they're going to be reading. They're doing a
They're
program
doing story time
at the library. Yeah.
Yeah, they're reading Puckster books.
Oh, those are awesome.
Puckster books are so cute.
They're adorable art, and they're like a little bear, like polar bear who plays hockey, who's called Puckster. Yeah. They're adorable. But,
yeah. And they're written by the wife of the ex-head of Hockey Canada. He does something else now. I can't think of what. But Lorna Schultz Nicholson, and her husband is Bob Nicholson. Anyway,
don't know what he does now.
I was going to say he worked for an NHL team, but I can't remember which one.
Hockey starts very soon.
Hockey does start very soon. We're pretty excited.
I'm so excited to see where Chucky's going to play.
Yeah. I was laughing because I was looking at my team. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. And I was looking at my team, and they have 8 centers. So normally you have...
They have 9 centers. Chucky's a center.
He's listed as center or left wing.
Yeah.
So normally you have 4 lines, and so there's a center on each line.
So 4 centers.
Yeah.
You might have 5 or 6.
You have a couple extra. Yeah. We have 8 centers, 2 right wings and 2 left wings. So I think possibly some centers are going to be playing on the wing.
Yeah.
But
it's going to be so much fun. And I'm so glad we get to watch some live. It's so much more fun. Even if it's a lower level of hockey, it's so fun to watch anything live. Is so much better.
Yeah.
So.
What else? Oh, and I started watching another TV show as well.
Oh, which one?
Person of Interest.
Oh.
Rewatching. Yes, I watched it quite a while ago. And then, I don't know, it just was in my mind again. And so I bought season 1 and I'm rewatching it. And it's fabulous. It's very male-centric in season 1. There's just Detective Carter, but she's awesome. She's, I cannot remember her name, but she went on to play, she's the main character in How to Get Away with Murder, which I haven't watched at all.
I haven't either.
But she's an amazing actress. Yeah. But, yeah. Did we watch anything else?
I don't think so.
I feel like we watched something else. Possibly that was a dream. I don't know.
Okay, speaking of dreams, lately...
No, we're not going to talk about our dreams on the podcast.
No, not creepy stuff, but the last, 2-3 weeks, I have had so many work dreams, where I wake up and think I've been arguing with the customer, or arguing with Cindy about work, or we're just
argumentative in her dreams,
running around trying to get an ingredient we can't find in town, or I wake up and think, oh God, that was a stressful shift, and then I have to get up and go to work.
She's also been doing a lot of stuff for the Peace Fiber Fest for next year, because she keeps dreaming about it.
Well, I woke up thinking, oh, we should do this. And then the next day I was like, well, it's on my mind. I may as well do this. But we've got a new venue, and we sent out kind of the first email to everyone just saying, we don't have all the details locked in yet, but if you're interested in vending or attending or volunteering, this is the date and the location of it, which is pretty cool. We've had a couple of last year's vendors have contacted us, and we're like, so is it the same date? We're planning all our travels for next year. So
yeah,
we're pretty thrilled.
Yeah. I swear there's been another TV show. Oh, I watched a couple episodes of Arrow.
Oh, you mentioned that.
Because David Nichols on it. I think I watched like the first one. Well, because I was like, no, that show, and the chick that works with him is Summer Glau.
Oh,
Because everything filmed in Vancouver shares
has the same actors. Sorry. Well, it may be cool. It's still allergy season, and my eyes are burning itchy.
Burning itchy.
Burning itchy.
But yeah, so I watched a couple episodes of that, just because there's this one actor I really like.
You have a big David Nicol crush.
I do.
Also, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really weird recording with somebody else in the room.
Oh, she's ignoring us. She's listening and laughing.
They're both chuckling.
She's laughing at us.
I think that's it, though. I think
that's it. I'm going to have another cinnamon mint.
I'm going to go home. No, thank you.
Go home, go bed.
No, I'm going to go home and knit or spin.
And watch TV?
Sure, if you want.
Okay. Bye!
Ciao. We'll see you next time.
Have a lovely couple weeks.
Yeah.
And if you're going to the Prince George Fiber Fest, come say hi.
Oh, yes. Say hi to Cindy. Bugger lots.
Because she won't be there.
Yeah. And if you're going to Knit City, you suck, but have fun.
It's not for many more weeks.
It's next month.
It's in October.
Yeah.
It's still many more weeks.
Oh, that's true. We'll podcast again before then.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
Yep. Bye-bye. Bye.